Hey guys, I'm Kennedy and I'm here to talk about basketball. Yay! Just kidding. Hey, yeah. So I've decided to create a channel of me just talking about basketball, and so here I am. Before anything else, I know that there are probably gonna be trolls out there who's just gonna talk smack about me, or I don't know, I might not even have views. But I'm just gonna say it up front. I don't claim to be a basketball expert. Neither am I great at playing basketball. So don't even dare challenge me to playing basketball. I'm probably gonna lose anyway. I'm just a big fan of the game, like probably you are. So just let's talk about basketball. If you want, you can leave comments below. So yeah, I've just decided to talk about it. So since I was looking for a great topic to talk about, so for my first video, so I've decided why not talk about one of the greatest players of all time, my favorite player of all time. He has 2 games left as of the moment that I'm recording. Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant, the Mamba, Vino, yo. So I mean, there's a lot there's already a lot of topics about Kobe. So what makes this different? So I guess this is coming from a fan perspective. I guess this is me talk. I'm just gonna talk about what separates Kobe from other superstars aside from him being a great basketball player. Of course, he's a great basketball, but what makes him different from other superstars? Why he's so popular, and the like. So before I start, I just want to address a lot of critics, because I know that there are a lot of Kobe Bryant haters out there. So like two topics that most of them are throwing right now is that he sucks this season. His field goal percentage is atrocious. That he should already retire and whatnot. And guys, I just want to say that doesn't make you a genius. We all know Kobe sucks this season, and even he knows he sucks this season. The Lakers suck this season. We know that he sucks this season, but we don't care because we're just happy to see him play one last time, one last year after 3 season-ending injuries. It's great to finally see him play a full season, although he did rest a few games, but it's great to see him go out on his own terms and not going out because of an injury. So it's great for us fans. So there. And the second thing that I want to address is that he's overpaid. I guess you can say he's overpaid, basketball skill wise right now, but at the same time, he's earning all his money right now because, I mean, the only reason why people watch the Lakers is because of Kobe Bryant. I mean, let's be honest here. The Lakers really suck this season, but people are still watching the Lakers because of Kobe Bryant. They're not there to watch Jordan Clarkson, D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, or Larry Nance. I mean, the future is bright for those players, but let's be honest here. If those four, without Kobe, there would be less viewers right now. We Laker Nation are excited for the young guys, and we are so excited for them to be the best. We will bounce back from this, but right now, Kobe Bryant is still the show of the Laker Nation. We're still here. We won't abandon them in these dark ages, and we are so excited for the golden age. Anyway, back to the topic. What separates Kobe from other superstars aside from him being an excellent basketball player? I guess the first one that I want to say is he's an excellent storyteller. I mean, he's very eloquent. You can easily comprehend what he said, what he's saying, because he constructs sentences, well, grammatically correct. But aside from that, he structures his stories in a way that he wants to say something, and he's giving examples, and he's making it concrete what he really wants to say. So I mean, coming from someone who went straight out of high school, it's very impressive the way he puts emotion to what he's saying and conveying a message from the things he's saying. So yeah, he's an excellent storyteller, and that's why I think he will be excellent at what he's planning to do in the future, with which is precisely that, storytelling through documentaries, through I don't know whatever his plans are, but he did say that. And speaking of documentaries, uh, I'm gonna go to point to one of the stories that he keeps saying, especially in his first documentary, Muse, is learning from mentors, learning from others. I mean, he did say a lot that he learned from the best, MJ and Magic Johnson and Hakeem and what have you. So he did learn from a lot of players which he considered mentors. And aside from that, he also learned from foes, and even not just basketball players, but he learned from Michael Jackson and Bill Gates and whoever he cold called. That's a tongue twister. Cold called. He did call a lot of people. He asked for questions, and I guess that's something that we can easily relate to. And if you are someone um, who looks for mentors, then Kobe Bryant is your perfect mentor. See, because he's looking for other mentors. No, what I'm trying to say is you can apply this not just to basketball but from to whatever your own field is, because to whatever your field is, because you, whatever you're doing, you always look for mentors. You always look for other people who are better than you, and you try to emulate them, copy the good things that they're doing, and even try to surpass them the way Kobe was so obsessed at surpassing MJ at the start of his young career. I'm not sure if he still feels the same way now, but he was so obsessed of being of copying the good things of MJ and even trying to surpass MJ. So another thing that the second story that he keeps on saying is it could turn off some people, but maybe for a lot of introverts especially, this is relatable because is finding solace in something. Kobe Bryant moved from US to Italy back to US, so he didn't really grew up with a circle of friends that lasted, so because he kept on moving, so he didn't rely on other people's approval. He didn't have peers who like he was pressured to please. So he focused in his craft, which was basketball. He was obsessed with playing basketball. He was just focused on it, and yeah, I guess it's something that relate that like introverts could relate, or maybe not just introverts, but people who are focused on something, because you know you just you're not necessarily waiting for other people to approve what you're doing. You just focus on that, be the best at what you do, trying to do the best that you can, work hard for it. So I guess it's a good motivation piece for, especially for people who think that they're lonely because they're very focused on their career. So I mean, Kobe Bryant is your man, because look at where he is now, from that loner boy, where he is now. Alright, okay, so coming from that, I guess another story that I want to talk about is in relation to that. He tried to do the right thing, even if people hated him for it. I mean, we all know of the Smush Parker back and forth trash talk that they had a few seasons ago. So Kobe Bryant was saying, like Smush Parker was saying, I like Kobe Bryant as a basketball player, but not as a person. And then Kobe Bryant would fire back. I mean, I guess what Kobe was trying to say is, I don't care what people would think of me. I don't care if he's hated or he looks like a villain. What he's trying to do is, you know, he will do the right thing, and from their field, it is winning championships. So he didn't care if he pushed people. He even forced Shaq to work, and I mean that's a 7-footer right there, 300 pound. So he was not afraid to push people, because for him that was the right thing, because that would eventually lead to championships. And I guess he was right, because he did win 5 times. And so for people that, because he's not trying to please like others, from fan perspective, we can see that Kobe takes a stand on something, and is not just there to to please people. So he takes a stand, and he stands by it. And speaking of Shaq and Smush Parker, he always also has stories of bouncing back. I mean, coming from the rape case back in his early years, and so I don't even want to talk about the rape case, because that's a sensitive topic. I guess personally, I think he didn't rape the girl, but I mean, he was also not convicted of rape. But I guess he was still wrong because he committed adultery. I mean, he was already with Vanessa at that time, so cheating, no matter how you see it, is not cool. Cheating is not cool. Just ask Swaggy P. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, but and basketball is solace now became a constant distraction because of so many noise from people, from fans booing him now. So and but that case actually turned him to the assassin that he is now. I mean, he used that as a motivation to even become a better person, just to just focus on focus on basketball more and even destroying his opponent. So yeah, he bounced back from that rape case and look at where he is now. And then I want to talk about how he also bounced back from Shaq, from the Shaq feud, the storied Shaq feud. I mean, Shaq was a loved player. We all, and he was like at a certain time he was the most dominant player. So like a lot of people really on Shaq's side, and Shaq even won another championship first after their three-peat. So he was just obsessed of bouncing back from that, and and yeah, he did bounce back. He won twice, one more than Shaq. So there, he bounced back from that, and the third story of bouncing back is last but not the least, but Achilles injury, man. The Achilles, and then the knee injury, and then the shoulder injury, and whatever injuries that he had. So yeah, I mean, he didn't exactly bounce back from becoming the Vino that we wanted him to, but he did bounce back by retiring, coming from a full season rather than it being cut short by an injury. So that, I think, is still bouncing back, and that is still something that you have to tip your hat. Um, so that after all that, the last story that I want to talk that he keeps on saying is winning changes everything. I mean, he I did say that he was one of the most hated players when he was younger. After the rape case and the Shaq feud, and how he was perceived as a loner, and that he didn't care if people hated him, but he just wanted to, winning changes everything. So that's why he didn't care about what other people thought of him earlier, because he knows that at the end of the day, if he won again, people will love him for that, and that's right. People now love him again. So yeah, I guess those are things that I want to. Those are some of the things that I think are the reasons why Kobe Bryant is very popular now. Aside from him being one of the best players of all time, so how about you guys? What do you think? What separates Kobe from other superstars? Let me know.